Hi guys, so I made it here. It's a day trip out into Halifax. I've just got off the train in the main, obviously it's very hilly. I'm going to go and do a bit of exploring. Obviously I've never been here before, but with the aid of the old Wikipedia and a few videos, whatever, let's go and, wow, look at that. I told you, it's absolutely right. There's no way I'm going up there though. Anyway, like I say, we are history. Let's go and have a little look around. I'll tell you something, it's prettier than Bradford, that's for sure. Alright guys, let's begin. Right, so now we're going to begin by going and having a look at the Peace Hall. Let's just go and have a look here. Oh wow. Now, doing a bit of reading up on this. This place was built in the late 1700s, 1779, for local handloom weavers to come and sell their pieces of cloth to the merchants. So they had 315 different shops where they could go in and buy your piece of your cloth, whatever. It carried on until the 1860s, when the Industrial Revolution really started to take off, and there was no need for smaller merchants anymore, because the big textile mills up in Yorkshire did the business for it. So now it's as you can see, loads of artisan shops, cakes, cocktails, beer. It's just a really impressive piece of construction, really. I mean, there's two different floors. I mean, but now everybody's just out enjoying the sun. Obviously there's a bandstand here, so maybe some music. Well, there is going to be some music later on, but yeah, really impressed. Alright, let's move on, shall we? There used to be a marketplace here from the 1700s onwards, but it started to get really big and start to spill out. So what they decided to do in the 1880s, early 1890s, was to build this building here, which now is Halifax Borough Market. It was opened in 1896 by the Duke of York, who was later to become King George V. It was opened by King George V, or the future King George V, and Queen Mary. So let's go and have a little look in here, shall we? Still see the old stonework. Oh wow, look at that. There we go. I've just stumbled across this memorial to the Duke of Wellington's regiment, obviously West Riding of Yorkshire, and it is really quite impressive. It's got soldiers from each and, you know, significant era of military battles, but okay, this memorial commemorates 304 years of service to the nation by the Duke of Wellington's West Riding Regiment, and pays tribute to the 205,000 men who served in the regiment. Absolutely. Yeah, so it's only been open a couple of years. Love it. I know this is not history, but I can't come to Halifax and not get some money out from a Halifax machine. Come on, who can say that they have? And this is the Union Cross Hotel, which is the oldest pub in Halifax. It was built in 1745 and it was renamed to show support for the Crown during the Jacobite Rebellion. Apparently, both Daniel Defoe and John Wesley have stayed here, and they've got tunnels which lead from the basement to the parish church. So, shall we go and have a look inside? Boo. Lovely landlord, but doesn't want any filming inside, which is quite understandable, but beautiful, really beautiful inside. Damn it. Never mind. Let's move on. And just around the corner from the pub, we've got the town hall. Built of local sandstone. It was opened in 1863 by King Edward VII. Clock tower and bell is 180 feet, as I say. Local sandstone. Apparently it's really beautiful inside, so shall we go and see if we can have a little look? Yeah, obviously it's closed because it's a Saturday, but pretty impressive building. This lady said no, she can't go in. Let's go and find this gibbet thing. Hi guys, so this is one of the main reasons why I've come up to Halifax, was to see this, the famous Halifax Jibber, which is an early precursor to the guillotine. Here you stand at the site of great heartbreak and tragedy where many met a violent death. 400 years ago, this was an early precursor to where thieves would come and get their head cut off in front of loads of spectators. So this gibbet law was only around here in Sobershire. It shows how many people were actually executed and their dates. Only 2 women were actually executed here. Once they were condemned, they were taken to the gibbet to have their head cut from their body. It was a remarkably severe form of punishment for theft. It consists of an axe head fitted to the base of a heavy wooden block which ran in grooves between 2 15-foot tall upright posts. Basically, once a condemned person was lying in place, the block carrying the axe was then released by either withdrawing the pin or by cutting the rope. It was the weight of the unsharpened axe blade which chopped off the condemned person's head. Ugh. Unsharpened, can you imagine that? Women as well as men were executed. Yes, two were actually killed here. It was dismantled following the last execution, but the original blade was found, and that's in a museum around here. The gibbet blade from 1650 survives, and it's at Calderdale Museums. But there's a law here which says that if, when they cut the rope and the axe didn't fall, you could get up and run for your life, and they couldn't bring you back to actually punish you again. So I reckon quite a few people who follow me and give me dislikes would actually like to see me do this. But let me just show you. Here's the original steps. Ah, Jesus. Right. Oh God, I'm shaking even just thinking about how many people died here. Look at this. Bump. Bum. Unbelievable. This is the highlight of my day. It really is. Even though it's not the original blade or steel post, you still get a picture of it. But as I say, this is the original. Not original. This is the original plinth, shall we say. Anyway, I thought you'd find that of interest. So now I'm going to head back into town and then I'll see what else I can see. If not, I'm going to scoot off back to Leeds. Alright guys, might see you in a bit. Hi guys, I thought I'd bring you down here to Dean Clough. This is a textile mill which was opened in the 1840s to 1860s to produce carpets for a company called Crossleys. It became, at the time, the world's biggest textile mill, employing thousands upon thousands of people who lived here in Halifax. But now it was eventually closed in 1983 and was bought up by a consortium who has actually transformed it into different things such as, well, offices, restaurants, there's a theatre I think. See, this is just a little bit of a car park. Let's have a look here. So yeah, restaurant, design shop and galleries, a loom lounge cafe, restaurant and a theatre. So I'm going to go and take a little walk down, but absolutely very, very impressed by this. Yeah, this mill is pretty impressive. It goes all the way up there as well. Right, I'm going to head back into town. And underneath the shadow of Halifaxminster, found its War Memorial to the gallant men of Halifax who gave their lives in the Great War 1914 to 1918, and also to the gallant men and women of Halifax who gave their lives in the Cold War. There is hope full of immortality. And also you've got the Korean War noted as well. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this little walkabout. I know I got loads of people that said make them longer, so there you go. I don't think there's much more left to see, but like I say, I'll see. I'm just gonna go and sit and just chill for a bit. Been walking about. My legs are starting to ache. Call yourself a historian, Liam. Right, I'm just in Halifaxminster right now, and this is a carpet which was actually woven in that textile mill by Crossleys. I'm in the Duke of Wellington's chapel. Like I said, Halifaxminster, absolutely beautiful, really. And this is the organ here. Very impressive. It's the oldest building in Halifax. Can you believe this? The lovely ladies at Halifaxminster have given me biscuits to get back to Leeds. So the lovely Barbara,
Yeah.
the lovely Sheila, and the lovely Lisa. They are. If you're ever in Halifax, come and check out this amazing minster. It is really, really, really fantastic. So, lady, thank you very much for my biscuits. And can you wave to everyone?
Safe journey. Safe journey.
Bye. Alright, I'm off now. This is the actual factory where they make Quality Street and After Eights. So goodbye Halifax, thank you for a lovely day, and thank you for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Lovely, lovely, lovely day, really was. So much better than Bradford, really was. Okay, here comes the train, so let us know what you think in the comments, and I will try and do another one before I go back, either Harrogate or go back to York. Okay, see you later. Bye.